Welcome to this week's episode of Your Stock Request for the 14th of February. Hi, I'm Michael Gable, Managing Director of Fairmont Equities. Your Stock Request is a weekly video where I take your requests and analyse the share price charts for you. So today we're looking at Premium, PPS, Qantas, BHP, Xero and Google. So if you have a request, send it through. Make sure you share this video around on social media. Make sure you've signed up to our newsletter. And just also remember that any advice here is general only. So Premium, PPS. So this is a 2-year weekly chart. And as you recall, there was a period of time there where it was a bit of a market darling, tripled in value from about 40 cents to nearly $1.20. But a lot of that's come undone. So look, the markets fell away, as we all know, around this time last year, but as you can see, this one's really underperformed, so falling from almost $1.20 and at the moment a bit under 60 cents, so a near halving in value. So price action looks really poor. If we move to the daily, you'll notice that from the lows in December, it's tried to rally, but it's basically back to those lows, whereas the rest of the markets recovered quite a bit. And as we can see, just moving back to the weekly, it's being sold off again and the volume's really picked up. So not a very good look at the moment. I think this one will continue sliding. There should be some support near 50 cents. Whether that holds or not remains to be seen. Okay, Qantas. So this is a weekly chart. So again, we could see it coming off from the middle of last year. It's a fairly sharp decline. It's sort of tried to do this three-wave rally and has now been sold off again with volume coming in on the way down. So not very good. This sort of sell-off here resembles a bit of a flag formation. And yeah, so we can see much more clearly the break here on volume. So I'd be targeting lower levels. I think it'll take out this low. So at least $5 is where I expect Qantas to trade down to. BHP, so everyone knows I've been bullish on BHP for a while, and we can see that it's pushing through to new highs here. So it's been a great performer over the last few months. So we've been looking at all of this congestion to eventually come to an end, and then when it does, the shares can rally to $40. Shorter term, it's looking really overbought, so it would have been nice to have seen a bit more consolidation around 35 before it got going. So there have been times in the past couple of weeks where it looked like it was maybe going to dip back, but for the moment it's holding in there. And I just would like to see it basically continue to hold above these levels around $35. So, in terms of the weekly chart, it looks like we are getting that breakout now from this consolidation. So, a bit more of a retest here around $35, and then I'll feel comfortable that we're finally going to head towards our $40 target. Xero. So we've looked at this one not that long ago. So we noted down here when I last looked at Xero that it completed a 5-wave decline. So that's definitely over now. And you'll also notice that short term we've got this sort of downtrend line being broken and very positive price action in the last few weeks. So this thing definitely appears to be on the move, crossing on the weekly MACD. So far everything looks right for Xero to push through to new highs. And the final stock is Google. So as I pull up my US charts, just a reminder, if you are interested in trading US stocks, let us know. It is something that we do at Fairmont Equities. So if you want exposure to Google, Facebook, Amazon, any of those US shares, we could do it for you. So the request that we have is for Google. So what I like here is, there was a bit of a downtrend there in the back half of last year, like everything else, but that pretty much appears to be broken now. and price action has been fairly positive. So a little bit of a sell-off on this particular week, but on balance, you know, looking at these weekly candles, it all looks pretty positive for me. And like we saw with Zero, this one also has a nice crossing on the weekly MACD. So I think Google is on its way to at least try to head back up to these old highs. All right, well, that's it for this week. If you have a request, send it through. Make sure you share the video around and enjoy your trading.